What's up, everyone? It's Wizzrobe from Luminosity Gaming. I'm gonna attempt to make a melee tier list today, so let's get started. I would say the top tiers are a lot more obvious, more clear cut. I would say my opinion on like the lower tiers is a lot more like I'm a lot more unsure about like the lower half of the cast. So typically, whenever I've made a tier list, I'll usually do the top, but I'm gonna try to do everyone today. So S, Fox. Let's start with Fox. Obviously the best. There's some debate, I guess, for a while. Like Zane with Marth doing good against the Fox players and them not knowing how to beat him, kind of showing that maybe Marth does actually win the matchup. But I think in recent time, like Cody being able to beat Zane consistently at times shows the matchup is like, I don't know what the ratio is. I'm gonna say like even or slight winning Fox, maybe even. So somewhere around even-ish. Second, I would say Marth. Falco doesn't really have like any losing matchups, right? Like I feel like all the people he struggles with are all like even-ish matchups. Falco and Marth, they're kind of like, they've always been debated for two, but I feel like Marth is way more of a consistent character. So I think that that's important to consider. You know, you've seen all like the Falco players, like they can destroy people, but they can also get destroyed due to the nature of Falco. So I would put Falco as like third. I would move on to A tier, I guess. So I think the A tier, I don't know what order yet. I'm just gonna put them there though. Jigglypuff, Sheik, where's Sheik? And Jigglypuff, Sheik, and Falcon. I think something like that. On top of the fact that Puff is probably like tech skill wise way more consistent to play. She can also be consistent, but I feel like she has harder stuff like reaction tech chases and stuff. I know a lot of people put Sheik higher because Sheik might have like better peak potential. That's the thing. You're kind of deciding like who's better or who has more peak potential. And it's kind of hard to say. I would say for now, at least, I'll just put this because Sheik might have higher peak potential. Puff has like the a little bit easier to be consistent with factor, kind of like how Falco's like harder to be consistent with. So if he's like behind Marth, so that's like a small part of the equation, but that's something I think at least worth considering a little bit. I would say Peach after that. Peach and Falco were always like next to each other. Peach and Yoshi, and then I kind of think Pikachu. Let's just put them all. So I think like Pikachu and then Ice Climbers. Question is, Ice Climber is better than Pikachu. Multiple tournaments, the chance of them winning like a secret major, because you know one tournament Yoshi could get like the perfect bracket, but then the next tournament he could get like the worst bracket. So that's how I think of it. I know Axe used to be Amsa, but it feels like Amsa pretty much wins now. I feel like some like Ice Climbers definitely has a lot of potential to go up, especially if they like get really good at like abusing reaction tech chases and stuff. I would put them here for now, I guess. It's hard. I think Pikachu and Ice Climbers, those two, I think Peach and Yoshi are definitely ahead. Yeah, so it's okay. So let's see, Samus or DK. I think Samus is still probably better, but like the thing about Samus is like people know the matchup. Like I think a big, like half the reason DK's doing so good is one, people are pushing them for like the first time to an insane level, and multiple people are doing it, so that's one. But I think a big thing is there's a lot of lack of matchup experience versus DK, but Samus is not like that at all. Like everybody, like there's some inexperience here and there because Samus isn't as common these days, but historically for the past 12 years, we've had infinitely more Samus players at like a top level than we have a DK player, obviously. So I think I'd still probably give the edge to Samus, but it's hard to say. Like I think right now, technically, like DK would be ahead in terms of like who's more likely to win, a DK player or a Samus player. I think the DK player would be more likely to win. What I think Samus should technically be like a better character. Well, one, the character is being pushed, so the character is better than people thought. That part is true, but I think it's also a lot of inexperience for people. I think that's also part of it. I guess to be fair, Samus has been pushed like pretty far. I feel like the amount farther that she could go is not that much farther. while DK has been shown like, okay, he can go way farther, you know? It's kind of like how Hansa picked up Yoshi, and that character was able to go infinitely farther than people realized. So I would put these two in the same tier for sure. Liz better. I don't know. I don't want to give it to DK just yet, because I think it needs more time to develop, but I think possibly DK ahead, but for now I just put Samus ahead. I guess Luigi's kind of next. It's like, how much experience do all these people have versus other tiers compared to high tiers, the top tiers, and mid tiers? Like, people have like infinitely more experience versus the top half of the cast than the bottom half. I don't think Ganon is nearly as good as like these top 3. So like, I kind of want to make a new tier, but oh crap, I forgot about Dr. Mario. The only Dr. Mario I know right now that's really good, that's active, is like Franz, and I've never played him, and I've not seen a lot from him personally. My knowledge base from this is basically just drawing from Shrooms back in the day and how good he was. And back then, it definitely felt like Dr. Mario was like maybe even better than Samus, but like just not many Dr. Marios. So is Dr. Mario better than Luigi? I think like maybe, but yeah, I guess I'll put Ganon in there. I think he's definitely worse than the others, so maybe he should be in a different tier, but Kirby's definitely better than Bowser. Pichu's better than those two, I think. And then maybe I'm a little biased because like Pikachu has like a Pikachu level chain grab on FD. Like everyone, Bowser's definitely the worst. That's what I'm convinced of. Zelda. Yeah, Zelda's probably above Bowser, because the thing about Zelda is like, if she's able to land her kicks, like she can feel kind of hard or whatever, but like so much of her kit is just so flawed. Like her up smash you get the eye out of, up smash the eye out of. Her up B is pretty easy to exploit. Like she just has a lot of very clear cut flaws. A lot of her moves just don't work. Ness is like the weirdest one for me, bro, because like this is like, I think that this is the least played character in the whole game, I would say. I'd never seen Ness's. No one plays this character, so like I know Kirby Kazu's actually picked up Ness, and Kirby Kazu is pushing this character now, so I'm curious to see how that goes. So, but for now, I would just put Ness here because like this is like the least data character in the whole game, I'd say, least amount of data. Also, I'd put Roy here, maybe, because like I've always thought Roy was a little underrated, and like I think Zane has proved like you can do some stuff with Roy. Yeah, Roy can do okay versus Spaceys, okay versus Puff, I think. Even versus Falcon, like Falcon obviously wins, but like I wouldn't say it's like super free. Like he can do some stuff. So see, Mewtwo's another character with very little data, but I feel like Mewtwo is like a character that has a lot of potential that had like they pushed. So like he could do. I feel like if someone pushed Mewtwo, he could go farther. But again, not much data, so I'll just leave it at that. This is actually looking okay, I feel like. Okay, Mario's too low. Mario's too low. Is Mario better in length? Somewhere like there. Yeah, I like this a lot more. I know so many tiers, but like, again, Mewtwo has potential to go up, I think. I just don't know. Again, not much data. I do think he has potential though, so he could go up. I think Game & Watch is a little underrated. I think this next is pretty good. I think these are like clearly the 5 worst. All right, everyone, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and see y'all later. Thank you.